Hold on until you hear what Iceblock recently said, assuming you assumed you had seen it, all what lies underneath. When the layers of Hollywood's dull insider facts are stripped back, is however enamoring, as it could be upsetting reason I will converse with everyone envision a Jamie Foxx clone with a strong gathering controlling his hospitalization and industry hedgings that would make any blockbuster look unimportant. Is your mouth actually open in shock, as it most unquestionably is in our own ice solid shape, has chosen to lift the top on the tension that controls, and the high-stakes dramatization that unfurls behind the charm and marvelousness of Hollywood plan to dive profound into this labyrinth of force control and misdirection. As we continue, you would rather not be a piece of it, Unfamiliar's world-class, as per ice 3D shape, are taken part in a few wrecked evil customs that are ethically hostile and horrendous. Even now, he is blaming him for messing with cloning research, while pointing fingers toward him. And get this, Jamie Foxx, definitely, the Jamie Foxx, is evidently one of their casualties. Here's where things begin to get insane. A video, in which 3D Square unveils this large number of privileged insights, is eliminated from all virtual entertainment destinations. Poof gone makes you keep thinking about whether there's some kind of data concealment or restriction at play. Where did everything start then? Lasha Jackson's sister's Sun Ice Solid Shape has been delivering sensations that have had everybody on their toes. 3D Square has made clearly he isn't an individual from the alleged insider club that controls the significant figures in the business. He guarantees that neither his devotees nor his force to be reckoned with horde are essential for him, that plainly recognizes the admirers of big names, and them. As per 3D shape, these top-level VIPs are ensnaring their unwary fans in obscure plans, since they are mates with the business. Tip-top shape has plans to mix the pot much more with his behind the Guardian's digital broadcast visit. Yes, he was correct when he proclaimed that his following reached out past the inward circle. They will get entrance. Here's a straight statement from Solid Shape to you. Some of you might not have acknowledged Unfamiliar music that I'm not piece of the club. He isn't simply an observer, however. He professes to have sorted out how these top experts in the field capabilities it needs to come from the studio shape is unexpectedly experiencing the intensity as individuals examine his confidential life. It appears to be retaliatory, doesn't it, for opposing this obscure Voyage line's iron grasp? Yet Solid Shape isn't surrendering and that is cool. We can do it without anyone else's help. You understand what I'm talking about. We're still on the ascent without these moms, so we don't require them without submitting to these mysterious society watchmen. He is sure that he and others can accomplish significance. There are losses in this high stakes. The famous entertainer, Jamie Foxx, is accounted for to have been the objective of this baffling pack for quite a while in block. The business is portrayed as one in which dependability is simply because of the business. And eventually this veiled thing gave each VIP a face these watchmen are only stowing away and looking for. They are in control and in full oversight over their individuals' lives. There are presently bits of gossip interfacing Fox's new clinical consideration to these Hollywood puppeteers. Record organization folks lounge around and let the craftsmen know this is warm. Say that do this, we will have this person compose the verses. Similarly, as Foxx was knee somewhere down in the development of back in real life, with Cameron Diaz's medical issues sprung up, slowing down the works. Makes you wonder, don't it, exactly what sort of strings is the clandestine Hollywood gathering pulling that ways of Hollywood. Jamie Foxx has been causing a situation on set, and not positively. The man proceeds to cause a ruckus so boisterous that 4 group individuals are discharged. Definitely, you heard right. Foxx has a complete implosion, requests quick activity on set issues, and 4 people from the creation group get chopped out. As per page 6, Foxx freaked out while shooting a scene and excused 2 chiefs, 2 leader makers, and surprisingly, his own driver. Yet after this disturbance, Foxx mysteriously turns out to be sick. Nobody is discussing what's happening, not even his group or family, Has there been any genuine news on what this ailment is? I mean, Jimmy Foxx is a youthful, energetic, solid person. When Foxx was underway, caster AJ Benza uncovered the stunner charging the entertainer had a blood coagulation that caused a stroke, halfway loss of motion, and visual deficiency subsequent to getting an immunization. So you got regardless of an antibody and a promoter. And regular resistance, you got it again, he makes it. Idea that Fox was pressured into getting the shot while shooting. Furthermore, he has a source to help him. Benz's wild allegations spread like quickly via web-based entertainment. Even traditional pundits like Candace Owens got in on the activity. Since no other person has ventured forward to disprove the case, everybody is standing by fretfully for Fox to give their side of the tale. Fox's fans and those near him are developing progressively stressed over his abrupt and unexplained medical problem. The situation starts to get interesting when Cameron Diaz, Fox's co-star, doesn't seem to have any association with Fox, since his emergency clinic confirmation gossip is as of now flowing that Diaz might have been engaged with squeezing Fox to get the punch. As per Insider, Diaz hasn't addressed talks by and just as familiar with the circumstance from reports. As per an insider, Fox was cautioned that his vocation would endure in the event that he didn't get the antibody that the business endorsed. Recollect that the area has been engaged with such issues before. There's something else entirely to the influential individuals and their epic showdowns. I've strolled a mile from Jamie Foxx's perspective, Ice Shape said during a talk with Joe Rogan, presenting what gives off an impression of being an example of extensive control happening in the background. Like Fox, he had been shot a film set for undefined reasons. Yet the genuine explanation was more vile. He was turned somewhere around the whole business, and by each and every maker, until he consented to their vaccination prerequisites. I let you know this man. The idea to get the poke came from far as high as possible, higher than you'd naturally suspect. Ice Block said his inoculation was requested by the whole business, which was strangely joined. The entire circumstance appeared to be odd in some way. It wasn't a bump towards immunization, it was a push. And when he persevered round the film bargain, went down the channel, the media, some way or another, heard about the circumstance, and Ice Solid Shape was on the back foot. He was painted as a miscreant, a hindrance, a spreader of illness. He hadn't disclosed any proclamations about his immunization status, hadn't taken any sides, despite the fact that he pursued the choice on his own. The persuasive individuals in not entirely settled to hurt his standing. The absence of ramifications for the individuals who spread the news about his immunization decision recommended that there was solid assurance set up. The mannequin bosses, as Ice Shape alluded to them, proceeded with their procedures, went past constraining him into dutifulness through their unpretentious dangers and underhanded techniques. They endeavored to puppeteer him, yet Ice Shape areas of strength for stays. It continues, getting seriously puzzling the elites. As per Ice 3D Square, are exploring different avenues regarding cloning individuals. They're playing God, looking for eternality. By copying themselves, they require a fallback, as per Ice Solid Shape, so they can supplant their own faltering organs. That they're starting their tests with act is frightening. We don't have a clue about the situation with these implied tests, or the capacities of the implied clones. Might they at some point supplant the first individual altogether? Ice Shape hinted that Jamie Foxx's new medical problems could be attached to these trials. Jamie Foxx may be back at the center of attention soon. Yet will it be a genuine Jamie? Mentioned Ice 3D Shape. Despite the fact that the cases sound ludicrous, they cause one to flinch. Are we to expect that the elites are ethically flighty and able to do such logical accomplishments, regardless of how crazy it might appear? Ice 3D Square's words sound accurate. More disclosures are not too far off, and the whole globe will be focusing, standing out as truly newsworthy. By taking a position, the ice block technique is that he has the power as a chief to turn down acting offers. So I can cut my own way in the business. As a general rule and extravagance, on the opposite side, Jamie Foxx didn't have one, either have the chance or hazard, losing everything truly extreme. No enthusiasts of Foxx are concerned, and justifiably. They are sure that individuals they love become a simple pawn in the tip-tops down. He is as of now in escalated care, purportedly because of the vaccination. Eerie quiet likewise poses a potential threat over the Fox fan base. Call it an energizing cry, an invitation to battle, or a reminder fans are banding together and planning to take on the foundation. Since you don't have the foggiest idea about the thing they're doing, doesn't mean it's not genuine. It's genuine. One fan, ranged in 3D Square's choice to spill the business dim privileged insights, has been met with endorsement. I'm cheerful individuals are beginning to stand up huge ups to ice 3D Square. And I ask he keeps on being covered another ally. Composto in the midst of this, our contemplations are with Fox. We're expecting a quick and complete recuperation. Yet the way in which is Fox holding up his family's been mother leaving all of us hanging. Yet there's been one update from his co-maker John Boyega. He's doing astonishing. I guarantee you he's looking good in spirits. I addressed him yesterday as John Boyega. He'll be back on screen and at work very soon. John shared during the Netflix movie debut that is promising, isn't it? They need to ensure that he is completely steady when they in all actuality do ultimately deliver him. Yet tragically, we actually don't know precisely when that will be. Without a doubt, it was a wild ride. Huba's constantly seen himself as a boss of equity and reality. He won't hesitate to uncover the disrupting or plain odd realities. He was questionable when he previously heard that these alleged Hollywood elites were taking an interest in devilish ceremonies. Yet as he looked further